is essential for an individual's life. Proper food intake supplies our body with proper nourishment and prevents us from acquiring nutrient-related problems such as malnutrition. Malnutrition is characterized by inadequate or excessive nutrient intake, an unbalanced diet or dietary intake, and a reduced ability to utilize nutrients. Malnutrition can be brought on by poor dietary choices, poor economic standing, a lack of access to food, and a variety of physical and mental health issues. Undernutrition and overnutrition are the two kinds of malnutrition. Insufficient weight, wasting, and delayed growth are causes of undernutrition, while overnutrition results from consuming too many nutrients which increase body fat. These factors may result in both short-term and long-term health issues, including slow healing from injuries and illnesses, an increased risk of infection, physical limitations, non-communicable diseases including diabetes and cardiovascular diseases, and such. With a proper diet, lifestyle, and food and health guidelines, we can prevent such problems and live our lives to the fullest. The telephone is one of the most important means of communication. The telephone is a device used to communicate across long distances by sending and receiving sound waves. Alexander Graham Bell received the first U.S. patent for the invention in 1876, and he made the first phone call. The first long-distance phone service began in 1881. Herbert Hoover was the first U.S. president to use a phone outside of a booth between 1920s and 1940s. While calls were automatically routed to different extensions without human switching in the 1950s and 1960s, the first touch-tone phone was marketed to traveling business people, and hotlines were established with 911 as the nationwide emergency number. Martin Cooper, a senior engineer at Motorola, introduced the world's first mobile phone with a premium price of $4,000 in the 1970s and 1980s. The Internet age was defined in the 1990s when mobile phones were available for mass production for uses other than commerce. It is also the site of Vocaltec's patent for the first Internet call known as IP telephony, which may allow voice calling for desk computers. This is also where Nokia introduced the Nokia 1011, which had mobile calling, SMS, and games. Finally, the first BlackBerry cell phone with cell phone service was produced in the early 2000s, giving actual ringtones, Wi-Fi, quad-band, and full web browsing. Furthermore, software for computers and smartphones were fully integrated, allowing users to surf the internet, check emails and voicemails, and make phone calls from a single device. A few years later, and up to this date, mobile phones are becoming smarter with features such as touch screens, storage capacity, camera quality, and much more.